Hey guys, welcome back to another Wings of Duty video. And today I'm going to be playing with the A6M2 and this plane is really good. Like for its gold price and for like how you can use it, it's just really good. And my last video, it blew up. Like it was insane. Like I've never gotten that many views before, and I want to thank you guys for that because that was actually really awesome. So here I'm just showing off the upgrades for it. And you can actually increase the engine power to pretty high. So I'm going to hop into a realistic battle, and I'll see you guys there. Alright, so now I'm in a realistic battle, and I'm going to start off by taking off, and then I'll see if I can engage any dogfights, and I'll also do some kamikaze runs. And we'll see how this goes. So this plane is, like, it takes off very easily. Like, a novice player could take off no problem. All you have to do is put full throttle, put the rudder a little bit right, and then you can even just take off the flaps right then and pull up. And this thing has an incredible rate of climb. It's insane. And it's also really fast. It can go 0 to like 400 in like a couple seconds. It's insane. So here's the inside of the plane. And there's the speedometer. And then we also have like the angle of climb or descent, whatever. And then we just have other stuff in here that you don't really need to worry about. And then we also have the fuel right down there, and then there's the sights, which is pretty cool, and then there's the joystick and stuff. It's a pretty cool plane. You can also see through the back really well, so you don't have to go first person all the time, or third person I mean. And like sometimes third person's good, but it's really hard to fly in third person, but it's good for when you're just like cruising and just doing that. So the plane, it's not much of a, it can turn fight, but it's better in the vertical fight, I'd say, because of its insane horsepower. And as you can see, there's a plane right over there, and when I get really close to it, you'll see this plane's really good. Like, this plane can climb better than mine, I'm pretty sure. But I'm gonna go ahead and engage him anyways in the vertical fight because I want to show off my vertical skills. And then turn fighting with this is, I'd say it's a good idea still, but it depends who you're turning with. As you can see, I came down there, and I was hoping that he'd go straight, but he didn't. He turned into me, and you never want to go head on head with this thing. But he pulled up. I think he lost me for some reason. And as you can see, he's trying to out-climb me, just get out of there, and then sneak up behind me. That seems to be his tactic. Unfortunately, for him, I saw him, and I'm letting off some rounds, and it looks like he dropped something, and then all of a sudden I just get him here. And I was hitting his left wing, but his right wing popped up for some reason. So I got pretty good there, and right here I'm diving down, which I probably shouldn't have done, but I was hoping to do a loop, but I can't do that in third person. It's really tough. You have to move your phone kind of weird. So now I'm going to head towards the base a bit, and I'll see you guys at the base. Closer at the base, I noticed this guy, he just took off, so it's a prime opportunity to strike because I have the speed advantage, altitude advantage, and I'm like right on his 6. Except he's turning into me now, and I'm going head on head, which you really shouldn't do, but he missed, so I got really lucky and I blew his engine off, and that was an insane like kill right there. Like how he just blew up. It was actually really cool looking. He was like spinning out and all of a sudden just blows up. So now I'm gonna do bombing run on this ship right here, and the 60 kilogram bombs they're not really effective, but they're good for, you might as well just have them because you can get them, and they don't really slow you down that much if that's even in the game yet, but they're pretty good to have on you still. And it's also fun to like try like bombing other planes, which you'll see in the later in this video. I mean, you'll see me try to bomb another plane. But there's like a lot of flak going on. Like, so I want to take out some of these flak cannons. And you really shouldn't be doing what I'm doing right here, just going straight into one, because as you can see, like, he got really close. He hit me. So he blew off my engine, and this is a really bad sign. Because you should never go head on head with flak. It'll always win, in most cases. And right here, I just noticed that everything just stopped working, so I go in third person to see what's going on. and my wing's missing. I'm on fire, my engine's dead, and I'm just going down. So yeah, bye-bye world. That was actually a pretty cool kill on his part. He snuck up behind me after my engine got killed. And I knew I wasn't going to make it back to base, so I was going to try to turn into a ship in his kamikaze, but I just got killed right before I could do anything. So now I'm going to go back there. I'll see you guys there. So I know I said I'd see you guys at the base, but I want to talk a little bit about the plane, like in real life. So in World War II, this was like one of the most mass-produced aerial combat fighters for the Japanese. And this plane, I gotta say, was really effective. Like, it was effective earlier in the war, but later on, it just got out-progressed. And this plane, like, it had strong power. It could out-climb most of the U.S. planes at the time. So it was definitely feared by the American pilots. But over time, this thing just was not getting better. Like, it was not being upgraded more and stuff. So the Hellcat eventually took over, and it just destroyed the Zeros. And so that you'd see them used more sparingly and stuff, and they just were taken out of the war. And right here, you can see that this guy's really high up, and I'm trying to get some shots off of him, but it's not reaching him. I'm not leading enough, I think, but it's also pretty far away. I like to get really close with him, and then just rack him up. And when you're trying to, when you're guessing shots, and they're, moving, not, parallel to you, but, in the opposite direction, or something like that, you should never use your 20mm cans, because the chances are you're going to miss and you'll waste ammunition. So you should always switch to your 7.7 MG, because you're better off just using that than your cannon rounds, because the cannon rounds are really your only ornament for this thing, because the American planes have strong health. As you can see, I just lost this guy. I have no idea where he went. He just disappeared. I just can't find him. So I'm gonna move away from that direction, because maybe he's still there, maybe he left the game. I'm not really sure, so I'm just flying away from that direction right now. So now I'm at the base. I'm gonna try to dive in and just take out what I can, and then I just noticed all these rounds just coming at me. And I'm not really sure where they came from. I'm assuming it's AA, but I think now that I think about it, I think it might be that plane behind me caught up. But I'm not really aware of this, so I'm going to try to kamikaze to this ship right here, because what's the Japanese pilot without kamikaze? So I'm going to expel all my ammunition on this thing. And I was trying to switch my bombs, but I just overshot it, and now I blow up into it. And yes, kamikazing actually does do damage. I'm not exactly sure how much, but it's not a lot. So if a ship's really low, maybe 3%, maybe even 5%, feel free to just ram it, because it probably will take it out. But it doesn't do significant damage. But however, in real life, it actually does a lot of damage, because it'll cut through the carrier's plates and whatever, and just explode all the fuel, and it's a mess. And if you have the bombs on it and you release it while you're there, it's just even more messy. So right now, me and this guy are 2-2, but I was just going for the kamikaze, because there's only one objective in the kamikaze, and that's to hit the target with the plane. So, yeah. Now this is where stuff got really weird. So you see this plane right here, it's the same guy, I'm assuming, and he's just pulling up, really high. And I don't know what happens, but he pulls out of render maybe, or he just goes invisible eventually. And I have no idea where he is. Look, he just disappears. And then somehow he'll just reappear behind me and start shooting at me. So I don't know how he does it, but I think what he does is he pulls up really high, because I don't know, I never saw what plane he was in, but whatever he's in, it's really good. He pulled up so high. Even though this thing's good at climbing, look at this, I'm climbing pretty high, right? He pulled it, he just pitched up and just kept going up and then stall or everything. If I went any higher than this, I'd probably start stalling. So, if you're wondering how to get out of the stall, then what you should do is you should let your plane fall for a bit, just let your plane fall, but what you should do is you should put right rudder and turn with it, and then when you've turned with it for a bit and it regains some speed, then pull up, because otherwise you're gonna force yourself into the ground. So right here, I think I'm gonna go for probably another kamikaze run. See if I can eliminate it. So right now I'm trying to line myself up, and now you can see those bullets are back. Like I'm like, how did he get there? I don't even see him. So now I'm gonna go in. There's only one objective, guys. That's to hit the ship and do as much damage as I can, because I know my bombs won't do much. Now I'm thinking about long-ranging my bombs, but I don't know how well that works if I'm that accurate with them. So I usually like to get close. Plane's starting to shake from all the G's. I'm coming in. I'm coming in. That was pretty cool. Now take a look at this. This just shows how well he climbs. See how he just pulls up like that? I'm like, how? I'm thinking he's lagging, because there's no way he could pull up like that unless he was in some kind of like jet. Like even I can't pull up like that. I don't know what he's in, but whatever it is, it's blowing my mind, to be honest. Like he has to be going so fast. Like right now I'm starting to stall, and he's not even stalling. Now this thing, if you're wondering why I'm not like putting right rudder and pulling up, is because this thing has a really strong engine, and I was going fast enough to where I could pull out of it without having to lose more altitude than I had to. So I'm thinking that he's gone, probably gonna like rocket the base or something. That's probably what he has. So I'm just gonna go down here a bit, and what happens is just shocked. Oh, I just noticed it. Did you see that black thing? Yeah. Yeah, I can see that he's behind me. See, when you keep watching these things, so he's trying to shoot at me now. And I'm trying to fly in third person, but it doesn't work. But the thing is, I don't even see him. There's no way he's on top of me, unless he's that fast. That makes sense to me. So I'm gonna try flying through here. Behind me, and then all of a sudden I start to see him, and I'm just wondering how he's going to do that. So I start to dive down and try to get behind him, because if he's going that fast, there's no way that he could turn with me. And the Japanese plane, it's a fragile plane. I'm not gonna lie there. I can't take much. And in real life, this turn right here would be impossible. I would have took my wings off, and that was that. Because this plane cannot take a lot of G's. So, if you saw my last video, which I'm sure a lot of you did, because it has like a lot of views, which blew my mind, you'd see that my Dauntless was able to turn with it, with the A6M2, and was able to like, stay with it. And the A6M2 had loosened its turn a little bit, because it was going so fast. So that's pretty cool. Now here is where I'm trying to bomb this guy. Interesting. I've done this before, but I just wasn't able to land this time. So I'm sorry about that. Probably should have waited until I got closer, like, to where I could just hit him. But I dropped it and I missed by a lot. So it's kind of shameful. So here I notice a plane that's just taking off, and usually I don't do this, but I just had to for some reason. I just felt like it. And like that guy's behind me still. I don't get it. How has he been following me this whole time? And when I look for him, I can't find him. But yeah, usually I don't kill people who are just taking off, especially if they're in like a P-35, which that guy probably, which he was, I think. And it was, like I said, so I'm gonna try charging this AA gun, doing my really bad move. And it don't do this, guys. You won't survive. Look, see. You can't go head on head with AA. Like you can if you can land your shots from far away, but usually you won't make it. It'll always get you. So what you should do is pull over it and then go down like straight on top of it, and its gun will have so much trouble like aiming on you, or it might not even be able to make that angle. So I want to thank you guys for watching this video and putting up with my commentary, because I know it was quite long. I was hoping to make it short, but I have a lot. Like I felt like I had a lot to talk about. So I like talking about planes. Planes are really awesome. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video, and I'd also like to thank you for the last video. And if you guys like these plane videos, I'll definitely make more of them because I'm having so much fun making them. So subscribe to Bros Films, like this video, and I'll definitely make more of it. So here's my end results. And I'd like to thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time on the Bros Films channel. Take care. Bye bye. Here's what one looked like in real life, by the way.